Good afternoon, students. Once again, we will continue with the wave motion classes. Unit 4 there. In the last video, we have seen few of the things. Then we have done this wavelength. So wavelength of, since the distance between the two constitutive particles in the medium. So wavelength, I have explained to you. Wave velocity means distance traveled by the wave in 1 second. Amplitude means maximum displacement of the particle in from its mean position. Now you remember this. This is again very important portion that we would like to say. Okay. Now let me tell you the relationship between frequency and time period. Frequency antandre n. So n is the frequency here. You should understand n is the frequency. T is the time period. What is the relationship between these two? T is equal to 1 upon n. ಅಥವಾ n ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ n is equal to 1 upon t. ಆದರೆ relationship between frequency, time period, and velocity. If you can just understand it, okay, we can write here relationship between frequency, that is what n it is, time period, and velocity. Now, if we want to just understand this frequency, velocity, and time period, then it is nothing but what? Velocity v is equal to distance upon time. Distance means lambda. Distance andre illi lambda bartadri. Distance andre lambda. So lambda upon t. Lambda means t means 1 upon t andre n ಆಗ್ತದೆ. So n is equal to, so v is equal to n lambda. It's a very important thing that we have to understand. V is equal to n lambda ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಇದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಐತೆ. So we will always understand the problem on this. Okay, let us go for the next slide now. Before that, okay. Now, classification of waves, very important part of it. Classification of waves. What is the classification? Now, how many, basically, how the waves are classified? The waves are classified into, okay, 3 particular. That is, first one is what? Based on the medium. Second one is based on the vibration of the particle. Third one is based on the mode of propagation of the particle. Based on the medium, there are 2 types. See, based on the medium, there are 2 types. First one is a mechanical wave. Second one is non-mechanical wave. What is mechanical? Simple. What is mechanical is we have to understand the main important point of it. And that is mechanical wave means it requires material medium. It requires material medium. It requires material medium for propagation. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕಲ್ ವೇವ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ವೇವ್ ಮುಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಂ ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಗಾಳಿ ಬೇಕು ಅಥವಾ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಮೀಡಿಯಂ ಬೇಕು, ವಾಟರ್ ಆರ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ ದಟ್ ವುಡ್, ವಾಟ್ ಇನ್ ಎನಿ ಮೀಡಿಯಂ ಇನ್ ಕ್ಯಾರಿಯರ್ ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ ಮೀಡಿಯಂ. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಸ್ ಅ ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಂ ಇಟ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ವೇವ್. ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ವಾಟರ್ ವೇವ್ಸ್, sound waves, you need material medium. But at the same time, what is non-mechanical? Just opposite to it. It does not require material medium. It does not require material medium. Then the question comes, if the material medium is there, non-mechanical wave moves? Yes. Non-mechanical wave moves even if there is no material medium. That means what? In the material medium, it will go through or it will propagate. If there is no material medium also, it will propagate. For example, light waves. If you just take light waves, electromagnetic waves, the light comes from the sun and we see there is a space in between over there where it's an empty space. There is no material medium over there, but still the light waves travels from there. So likewise, heat waves, radio waves. Question kya tara? Light waves are A, mechanical, B, non-mechanical, C, both A and B, and D, none. Avag non-mechanical anta bartade. Adre sound waves, it is a mechanical wave. Okay. Based on the vibration, that is the classification. Second type of classification in ಮ್ಯಾಲ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ, based on the vibration. vibration particle hang vibrate akkav. They are traveling there are two types again in this, transverse wave and longitudinal wave. So how the transverse wave are formed, how the longitudinal waves are formed, let's focus on to that for the next slide over here. Okay, now say here, so this is based on the vibration. Ega vibration biduvaga, let me just draw a small thing for you so that you will be able to understand it. Okay, it's a wave formation. Okay, now suppose if we take a wave like this, let us take a wave like this. Now this kind of a wave are formed for transverse. This is called transverse wave. E wave hang form agtadandre particles here, you know, if the sound is moving in this direction, e direction, particles will vibrate this way. Particles will vibrate perpendicular to the direction of propagation. Illi particle idre it will vibrate like this. Illi particle idre it will vibrate like this. That is means it will see, it is given over here. Okay, so particles in the medium vibrate perpendicular. Il perpendicular aitalri, idu the direction of the propagation of the wave is like this and the particles are moving like this perpendicular. Other, if the particle moves along the propagation of wave, antandre wave is moving like this. Okay, so wave is moving like this and the particles are also vibrating like this. Okay, see, particles are also vibrating like this. They keep vibrating this way. So when they vibrate along the direction of propagation, then we call it as what? A longitudinal wave. But innu ulididdu along the direction important is perpendicular to the direction of propagation. They travel in the medium with crest and trough. Idukku crests antara, troughs antara. So crests and trough ille they travel in the medium with the compression and rarefactions. They can be polarized, they cannot be polarized. Just remember, they travel through, this is very important. They travel through solids and liquids, material, medium, and transverse waves, but not in gases. Transverse wave, they travel only in solids and liquids, but not in gases. But here, the longitudinal wave travels in solids, liquids, and gases. Pressure and density do not vary. Okay, pressure density vary as wave propagates. And based on the medium mode of propagation is the third classification we have. And here it comes under 1 dimension, 2 dimensions, and 3 dimensions over there. Okay, so that we will understand. This is actually not there for the syllabus. In fact, I can say that it is not there in the syllabus. But then mode of propagation are 3 types. One is water. It is a 1 dimensional, 2 is 2 dimensional, 3 is 3 dimensional over there. 1 dimensional andre wave goes in only 1 direction. It goes 1 direction. 2 directions x and y. 3 directions andre x, y, and z. That is in the space what we have. Now, propagation of sound waves is the next slide that we have here. Okay, what is sound? ಈಗ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಇದನ್ನ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುವಂತ ವಿಷಯನ, ಬಟ್ ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ we will understand few of the important things. What is sound? Sound is a form of energy. Nenapetukori. Sound, it is a form of energy. And what it does? It produces sensation of hearing. It produces sensation of hearing. It is a form of energy, it is, because it does some work. Sound does some work. It's a form of energy. It produces what work? What work it does? It produces sensation of hearing. Yellow on the tap madidre immediately now I'll note you, because our ear is reached with that wave, sound wave, and it is giving the sensation of hearing. Now, few of the things you can read, I told you it is in detail, you can read. They travel in a longitudinal wave. Which wave it is? It is a longitudinal wave. They cannot travel in vacuum. Very, very important. Alli khali empty space, it will not travel. It needs material medium. It needs material medium for propagation. They transfer energy from one point to another. For example, suppose if somebody taps somewhere else and big sound it makes, something drops down or something, suddenly I think there's a kind of panic we get into, because it transfers some energy from that point. In homogeneous medium, sound waves of all frequency travel with constant velocities ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಸೇ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹೋಮೋಜಿನಿಯಸ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಂ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಕಡೆ ಡೆನ್ಸಿಟಿ ಸೇಮ್ ಇರುವಂತ ಮೀಡಿಯಂನಲ್ಲಿ ದೇ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ವಿತ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್. ದೇ ಅಂಡರ್ಗೋ ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಷನ್, ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ 3 ಕೊಡ್ತಾರ. ದಿ ಸೌಂಡ್ ವೇವ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಗೋಸ್ ಎ ರಿಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್, ಬಿ ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಷನ್, ಸಿ interference, D all the above. 3 ಇರ್ತಾವ, ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ. When sound travels from one medium to another medium, velocity and wavelength of the wave changes. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. What will change? When the sound travels, what will change? The velocity and wavelength changes. But what will not change? Frequency will not change. ಇದನ್ನ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಒಂದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಹಿಂಗ ಬರುವಂತ ಸಾಧ್ಯತೆ ಇದೆ. The sound waves, which of the below will not change ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ? ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ, ಬಿ ವೇವ್ಲೆಂತ್, ಸಿ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಡಿ ನನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಅಬೌವ್. ಯಾವ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ? ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾವುದು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ? ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ, ವೇವ್ಲೆಂತ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್. Students, it's unfortunate for us that we are not able to meet directly into the classroom. Otherwise, it will be very interesting. But still, something is better than nothing. We are doing it. Okay. Now, Newton's formula, I need not tell you everything out of this because this is, okay, a brief theory is there. But still, let me try to tell you Newton's formula. According to the Newton, he gave one formula. Ali formula na kodtare. Square root of E by rho. E is modulus of elasticity and rho is the density of the medium. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾಸ್ ಬೈ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಇ ಅಂದ್ರು ಬಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬಲ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಯುಲಸ್, ಆಮೇಲೆ ವಿ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಬೈ ರೋ. ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ನ್ಯೂಟನ್ ಏನ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ನ್ಯೂಟನ್? ಈಗ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೌಂಡ್ ಎಷ್ಟೈತ್ರಿ? 332 meters per second ಐತೆ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಐತೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಕೆಳಗೈತೆ 332 meters per second. ಯು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಚೆಕ್ ಇಟ್, ಇದನ್ನ ಇಷ್ಟು ಬರಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಸೊ ಹಿ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಸಮ್ ಸರ್ಟನ್ laws and all, and he came to the conclusion that he should have got it 332 meters per second, which is practical value of the velocity of sound. So for that he considered what a velocity, this formula root of E by rho, which is E is the modulus of elasticity, rho is the density of the medium through which this sound travels. According to Newton, what he said, the sound was propagated through air producing compression and rarefaction. ಇಲ್ಲ ಐತೆ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಯಾಕೆ ಕಾಂಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ರೇರ್ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಬಂತು? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಸೌಂಡ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಲಾಂಗಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ನಲ್ ವೇವ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಲಾಂಗಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ನಲ್ ವೇವ್ ಏನಿರ್ತಾವೋ ಕಾಂಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ರೇರ್ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಇರ್ತಾವೆ. ಕಾಂಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವೇರ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಅಟ್ ಎನಿ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಟುಗೆದರ್, ಕಾಂಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಆಕೈತಿ. ರೇರ್ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂದಾಗ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ ಅವೇ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದ ಕಾಂಪ್ರೆಸ್ಡ್ ರೀಜನ್ ಅವೇನಂತಾನ ನ್ಯೂಟನ್, in the compressed region volume decreases, pressure increases. Question ಬರ್ತೈತ್ರಿ. For the velocity of sound in the compression, what is decrease? Compress ಆದ ಮತ್ತೆ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗತೈತಿ, ಅವಾಗ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ. at rarefaction the volume increases and pressure decreases. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ದೂರ ಹೋದ್ಮೇಲೆ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ increases, pressure decreases. So it is inversely proportional. Volume is inversely proportional to pressure. So ಇದನ್ನು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿ, therefore in gaseous medium is accompanied by pressure and volume throughout of the medium, and Newton assumed that these changes in pressure and volume takes place under isothermal condition. Isothermal condition means it travels at a constant temperature, pressure and volume are inversely proportional. ಇದು ಯಾರ್ದಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ law, ಇದು ಬಾಯ್ಲ್ಸ್ law. ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡ್ತೈತೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. Newton considered whose law? Boyle's law. ಕೊಡ್ತಾರಲ್ಲಿ Newton to obtain a value or to find out the value for the velocity of a sound in air or the vacuum, what formula he used? But he used the condition what? Isothermal. Isothermal means at constant temperature, volume and pressures are inversely proportional to each other. And this is nothing but Boyle's law. Question ಹೆಂಗ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ? Newton's considered 1 Boyle's law, 2 Charles law, 3 Lusac's law, 4th none. ಅವ Boyle's law ಅಂತ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಅಂಡರ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರಿಂಗ್ ಐಸೋಥರ್ಮಲ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ NTP ಅವನು ಹಾಕಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ, NTP ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿದಾಗ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಅವನ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂತ್ರಿ? 280, ವಿಚ್ ವಾಸ್ ರಾಂಗ್. I cannot say wrong. There was some insufficiency because 332 ಬರಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು 280 ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡ್ತು. It is originally 332 practical value, but he got using all this system, isothermal conditions, Boyle's law, then with the formulas and all, he got 332 meters per second. Sorry, 280 meters per second, but he should have got 332 meters per second. So his values did not agree. So then came, Laplace. Okay, Laplace. So that we will see the next now. Okay, so here you say, okay, it's not given over here. Who is one who actually rectified? Who is the one who rectified the idea of Newton is Laplace. It is called Laplace correction. Okay, there Laplace, what he said is not on the slide over here. I'm explaining you. So what Laplace said, what Newton used as a what do you say, isothermal condition is not right, but it is adiabatic condition, he said. He said it is adiabatic condition. Okay, so adiabatic condition ಒಳಗೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತತಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವನೊಂದು ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಗಾಮಾ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾನ, CP/CV, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನ, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ P/ρ into gamma, that is P/ρ into CP/CV, and then he will get 332 meters per second. So who has corrected the formula, Newton's formula? It is Laplace. Most probably it is there in the notes what I have given you. Okay, just go through it. Now, what are the important things now about this particular sound? Factors that affects the sound. Okay, so now we see factors that affects the sound. One by one we will understand. Okay, factors affecting velocity of sound in air. See, effect of pressure by Laplace formula. Laplace and Boyle's law, PV is equal to constant, hence V is equal to constant. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಬಿಡ್ರಿ, ಯಾವ್ದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, as change in pressure produces change in density, thus at constant temperature velocity of sound is independent of its pressure. ಇಷ್ಟು ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಸಾಕ. ಯಾಕ್ರಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಸೌಂಡ್ ಈಗ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್, ಸೇ the velocity of sound is independent of pressure. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗಲಿ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗಲಿ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಸೌಂಡ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒನ್, ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ V1/V2 is equal to T1/T2. what you analyze out of this? Okay, so V1/V2 is equal to, so V1 is directly proportional to inversely proportional to T1. V1/T1 is equal to V2/T2. Maybe a change in the temperature of gas brings change in the density. V1 and V2 be the velocity of sound in air. You can have two different temperatures. Temperature increases, velocity decreases. Okay. Now effect of humidity ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ನೋಡಿ, material in the ಹೋದ್ರಿ. The density of sound in air is slightly altered by the water vapor. The density of moist air is lesser than the density of dry air. ಇದು ಒಂದು very important ನೋಡ್ರಿ. ಮಾಯಿಸ್ಟ್ ಏರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀರು ಕುಡಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು ಏನ್ರಿ, ಇಬ್ಬಣ್ಣಿ ಇರ್ತದಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾಯಿಸ್ಟ್ ಏರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ದಿ ಡೆನ್ಸಿಟಿ ಇಸ್ ಮೋರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡ್ರೈ ಏರ್ ದ ಡೆನ್ಸಿಟಿ ಇಸ್ ಲೇರ್. ಸೊ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ ವೆನ್ ದ ಹ್ಯೂಮಿಡಿಟಿ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಸ್, ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, this lowering of mean density of air increases speed of, so sound travels faster in humid air than in dry air. ಇಷ್ಟು ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಸಾಕು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹ್ಯೂಮಿಡಿಟಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೌಂಡ್ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ಸ್ ಫಾಸ್ಟರ್, ಸೌಂಡ್ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ, ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ಡ್ರೈ ಏರ್ ಒಳಗೆ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ವಿಂಡ್, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಸಿಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ಐಡಿಯಾ ದಟ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅನಲೈಸ್. ವಿಂಡ್ ಅಪ್ಪ, ಯಾವ ಕಡೆ ವಿಂಡ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಿರ್ತದೆ ಆ ಕಡೆ ಸೌಂಡ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ ಫಾಸ್ಟರ್, ಅಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಟು ವಿಂಡ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ ಸ್ಲೋವರ್. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್. ಅಂಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಐ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಯು that the material what I gave you also includes these things. You please read that. Okay, now let us go for stationary waves. Andre, what is a stationary wave? Stationary waves ಅಥವಾ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ವೇವ್ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗಕತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅನಿಸ್ತದೆ. They are not moving. That's what we feel. Now, but still they are moving. Practically they are moving, but when we see, we feel that they are not moving. It is like this. You see, we have always seen that. See this wave. Can you see here? The wave is looking like a standing, but it is not like that. This wave will go like this, will go like this, touch over here, and then reverses like this, and come here, it touches over here, again it will go like this. So it's actually progressive, but nam kanake is stationary ide. So how they are formed? They are formed by superposition of two identical wave. Identical ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Identical means if two waves when you take. So for example, see, this is one wave. ಹೌದಾ? ಇದು one wave ಇದೆ. ಇದು wave 1. ಇದು wave ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು second wave ಇದೆ. When two waves they travel in the opposite direction with the same speed, identical ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ, identical ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೇಮ್ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್, ಸೇಮ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ, ಸೇಮ್ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಮತ್ತು ಅದರ ವೇವ್ ಲೆಂತ್, ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಏನಿರ್ತವ್ರಿ ಸೇಮ್ ಇರೋದು. ಮತ್ತು ಅದರ ಅಪೋಸಿಟ್ಲಿಂದ ಅದನ್ನು ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಒಂದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಬಿದ್ದಾಗ, ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವೆನ್ ದ ಸೂಪರ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಆದಾಗ, then these kind of a stationary waves are formed. Okay, characteristics of the stationary waves, you see, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂತೇವೆ ನಾವು, where the particles will not at all move, they are they will be constant over there and they are not moving, they are stagnant there. Okay, those points are called nodes. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎರಡು ವೇವ್ ಅಪೋಸಿಟ್ಲಿ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಒಂದರ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಬಿದ್ದಾಗ ಆ ವೇವ್ ಈ ತರ ಕಾಣ್ತದೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಒಟ್ಟ ವೈಬ್ರೇಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಿರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. So those points are called nodes. And antinodes means where at point where particles vibrate with maximum, see ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ನಾವು, ಈ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಿರೋದು ನೋಡಿ, ಕೆಳಗೆ ಬಂದು ಹಿಂಗೆ ಬಂದು ಬರ್ತದೆ ನಾವು. So these are called antinodes. Characteristics of that, they are localized. Localized ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಇರ್ತವೆ. And they may be longitudinal or transverse. Very important point. You either transverse wave ತೋರಿಸೇವ್ರಿ ಈಗ, ಬಟ್ ಲಾಂಗಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ನಲ್ ವೇನೂ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. They are longitudinal or transverse wave. They have nodes and antinodes. I explained to you. Distance between two nodes, ಈಗ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಇದು ಒಂದು ನೋಡ್ ಐತೆ, ಇದೊಂದು ನೋಡ್ ಐತೆ. ಈಗ ಇದು λ/2 ಐತೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಲ್ಯಾಂಬ್ಡಾ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಅದು ಒಂದು ಫುಲ್ ವೇವ್ಗೆ λ/2. The distance between two nodes or antinodes is λ/2. Distance between one node and another antinode, ಇದು ನೋಡ್, ಇದು antinode. So distance between one node and antinode is λ/4. Here it is there, see, λ/4. There is no net flow of energy, very important, across, because it is localized. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ಈ ಕಡೆ ಬಂದು ಈ ಕಡೆ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿಂದ ಮತ್ತೆ ತಿರುಗಂಗ ಬರ್ತದೆ. So it is a localized wave, so it doesn't transfer the energy. Very, very important point that I have made over here. Okay, so all these things are there. Okay, now let us come for this progressive wave. This is for homework for you. This is actually not there for the syllabus, rather, but progressive ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋಗೋದು, ಸ್ಟೇಷನರಿ ವೇವ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಇರೋದು, ನೀವು ಓದ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. It is formed by the continuous vibration of the particles formed due to superposition of two identical waves coming from the opposite direction. It travels in particular direction. Progressive ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋಗ್ಕೊಂತ ಹೋಗೋ ವೇವ್ ರೀ, ಒಂದೇ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. It does not travel in any direction. There is a transfer of energy. Progressive, there is no transfer of energy. Progressive wave, in the progressive wave, no particle is at rest. Ille particles rest naಗ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಮೂವ್ ಹಾಕೋತಿರ್ತಾವ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹಂಗಲ್ಲ. Nodes, at the point of the nodes, what will happen? The particle will be at rest. The amplitude of all the particles is same. Here it is different. The phase change continuously from particle to particle. So this you can read it at ಒಂದೆರಡು ಸಲ ಓದ್ರಿ, ನೆನಪು ಉಳಿತೈತಿ. ಓಕೆ, ನಾವು ಫ್ರೀ ವೈಬ್ರೇಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಅನ್ಡ್ಯಾಂಪ್ಡ್ ಫ್ರೀ ವೈಬ್ರೇಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡ್ಯಾಂಪ್ಡ್ ಫ್ರೀ. ಜನರಲ್ ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಫ್ರೀ ವೈಬ್ರೇಷನ್ ಯಾವ ಬಾಡಿ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿಲಿಂದ ವೈಬ್ರೇಟ್ ಹಾಕೋರ್ತಾವ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಫ್ರೀ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಫೋರ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಬಾಡಿಗೆ ವೈಬ್ರೇಟ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ಡ್ ವೈಬ್ರೇಷನ್ ಅಂತಂತಾರೆ. ಡ್ಯಾಂಪ್ಡ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, once vibration is there, once the wave is started, but slowly it will go and stop, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಡ್ಯಾಂಪ್ಡ್ ಅಂತಾರ. ಅನ್ಡ್ಯಾಂಪ್ಡ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಸರಿ ವೈಬ್ರೇಷನ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕೀಪ್ ವೈಬ್ರೇಟಿಂಗ್. ಡೀಟೇಲ್ ಆಗಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೋದು. The free vibration of the body executed by the body when it is displaced from its equilibrium and just released, they are natural vibrations of the body. ಇದು ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ವೈಬ್ರೇಷನ್. ನೀವು ಪೆಂಡಲಮ್ ಅಂತ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು ನಾವು. ಪೆಂಡಲಮ್ ಒಂದು ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ವೈಬ್ರೇಷನ್ ಟ್ಯೂನಿಂಗ್ ಫೋರ್ಕ್ ಸೋನೋಮೀಟರ್ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ವೈಬ್ರೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬಾಡಿಗೆ ಫ್ರೀ ವೈಬ್ರೇಷನ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ ಪೆಂಡುಲಮ್ ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ನಾವು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಮೋಷನ್ ಅದು ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಅದೇನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಪೆಂಡುಲಮ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕೀಪ್ ಆನ್ oscillating. So that is called free vibration. Undamped means what? It will not stop. If the amplitude of the vibration of the free vibration remains constant, amplitude remains constant means what? It will start from here, it will go here, again comes back, again goes, again comes back. It will not stop. The amplitude always remains same. When the amplitude doesn't remain, when the amplitude remains same, okay, then it is called what? It is called undamped. So here you have to remember what of see the freely amplitude remains constant. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ undamped free vibration. Amplitude slowly decrease ಆದರೆ gradually decreases with time. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ damped ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡೋದು ಅದು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ವೈಬ್ರೇಷನ್ ಸ್ಲೋ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಡ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ಡ್ಯಾಂಪ್ಡ್ ವೈಬ್ರೇಷನ್. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್. ಓಕೆ, ಹೋಪ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್ ಓಕೆ ಇನ್ ಅ ವೇ. ಓಕೆ, ರೈಟ್, let us continue with this. Okay, right. Now forced vibration means what? The vibration in which a body vibrates under influence of an external periodic force. So when you put a force on the body, it vibrates under the influence of that force. If for example any body tuning fork tagontave, we will go and tap it on the rubber pad over there, so it starts vibrating. Force ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ನಾವು, vibrate ಆಗಲಿ. So that is called forced vibration. When you use external force on the body to vibrate, that is called forced vibration. Now this is important. That is what is resonance. What is resonance? The phenomena of the vibrating body produced in one body by the influence of another body having same frequency. ಈಗ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ. ಒಂದು ಬಾಡಿ ತಗೊಳ್ರಿ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಬಾಡಿ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ 426 ಅದರದ್ದು ವೈಬ್ರೇಷನ್ ಇದೆ. If you try to put that external periodic force on this body, another body, so that body also vibrate with 426, both will vibrate with 426, then we say the resonance has taken place. That means what? The phenomena of vibration motion produced in one body by the influence of another body having the same frequency. One body 426 frequency hertz frequency ಇದು ವೈಬ್ರೇಟ್ ಆಗುವಂಥ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿ ಐತೆ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಬಾಡಿ ವೈಬ್ರೇಟ್ ಆಗೋದನ್ನ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟರ್ನಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೂ 426 ವೈಬ್ರೇಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ವಿ ಸಿ ದಟ್ ಬೋತ್ ಆಫ್ ದೆಮ್ ವಿಲ್ ವೈಬ್ರೇಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ರೆಸೋನೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್. ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರ, ರೇಡಿಯೋ ದ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕಲ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ. ಈಗ ಇದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಐತ್ರೆ, ಡಿಟರ್ಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಇದೆ, ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ಸ್ ಅದಾವೆ. ಈ ಒಂದು ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ನಾಗ ಏನಂತ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, ಡಿಟರ್ಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಸೌಂಡ್ ಬೈ ರೆಸೋನೆನ್ಸ್ ಏರ್ ಕಾಲಮ್ ಮೆಥಡ್, ಮತ್ತು ಇನ್ನೂ 2 ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಮಾಡೀವಿ. ಡಿಟರ್ಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ಆಫ್ ಅನ್ನೋನ್ ಟ್ಯೂನಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ಬೈ ಕಂಪ್ಯಾರಿಷನ್ ಮೆಥಡ್, ಬೈ ಅಬ್ಸಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮೆಥಡ್. 2 practicals we have done. Of course there are so many other practicals, but for our studies we are only using what 2 or 3 practicals that we are using. Okay, vibration of the stress string. What is the vibration of the stress string? Now stress string ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಐಡಿಯಾ ಬಂತು. ಒಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಲಿಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟಿಗೆ, ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಒಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ರಿಂಗ್ ನಾವು ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟಿಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಅದು ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಚ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಚ್ಡ್ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ, ಸಾರಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಚ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಓಕೆ, ನಾವು ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ understand a little bit out of this. Okay, vibration of stress. If the strings vibrate with nodes at fixed end and antinode at the center, then it is said to vibrate in fundamental node. ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಫಂಡಮೆಂಟಲ್ ನೋಡ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಪ್ಪ? ಫಂಡಮೆಂಟಲ್ ನೋಡ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಂಡಿಗೆ ನೋಡ್ಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. 2 ನೋಡ್ಸ್ ಒಂದೇ ಆಂಟಿ ನೋಡ್ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. If there are 2 nodes at the fixed end and one anti-node over here, you see that one loop is formed like this. This is called a fundamental node. Okay. Frequency in half it node, lambda by 2. The speed of the wave is t by m. Distance between 2 consecutive nodes is nothing given by distance between 2 consecutive nodes is equal to anti-nodes is lambda by 2. Okay. One formula ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. Frequency of vibration of stress string ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರಿ exam ಇದು. The frequency of the vibration of stress string is given by formula what? 1 by 2L root T by M. Practicals ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು. T ಅಂದ್ರೆ tension in the string, M ಅಂದ್ರೆ mass per unit volume, L ಅಂದ್ರೆ length of the string. ಈ formula bypass ಹಾಕಬೇಕು. You should by heart it. Okay, so these are the things that we are understanding, basic things, and remaining I have given you notes. You can work on the notes. Iga a same formula mundakke takonbara. Same formula what we have seen just now. Yenitri formula the frequency of the vibration of the stress string is given by N is equal to 1 by 2L root T by M. So N andre no frequency of the stress string 1 by 2 half. Okay. Okay, sorry. Just a minute. Okay, right. Let us take now this one once again here. Something has come in between. Okay, so N is equal to 1 by 2L root T by M. ಇಲ್ಲಿ law of length ಅಂತ 3 laws ಅದಾವ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. Law of length ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Okay, something is really disturbing us over here. Let us. Okay, right. Law of length you see. So law of length ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ length ಐತೆ ನೋಡಿ 2L 1 by 2L ಐತಲ್ರಿ inversely proportional. This L is here 1 upon L ಐತಿದೆ. So fundamental frequency of the vibration of stress string is inversely proportional to the length. Law of tension ainitri, it is directly proportional. T nodri numerator olagati. N is directly proportional to T and M ainiti inversely proportional to. So law of length andre it is a inversely proportional. Fundamental frequency N is inversely proportional to the length. This formula node helodu. L denominator nagirodukku inversely proportional. T numerator nagirodu directly proportional to the tension. Law of mass is a mass per unit length. So you remember this formula. Law of length is inversely proportional and law of tension is directly proportional under square root, and then the mass per unit length is what? It is again inversely proportional under the square root. So you can remember that and work it out. Okay, here Laplace correction. This has misplaced. Actually, it was different there. It has misplaced from there here. It's okay, but then you can understand it. All Laplace and Newton's formula Laplace correction and third. Iga ill bant nodri the Laplace correction. According to the Laplace in ಹೇಳಿದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವನು Newton ಏನಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ? Newton considered there is isothermal condition. Now he will consider here a adiabatic condition. You see, you got it? So it is adiabatic condition. And then a small thing is there, E is equal to P gamma is been included over here. I'll P by rho italaste. Either gamma multiply agiti, gamma 1.41. I'll value 1.41 under square root hakbitre. Nam guessed birth 332 meters per second, which is our value. Okay. So now let us go for the next one. Okay. Now what is beat? We are coming closer to the end of this chapter. Beat andre ಹೇಳ್ರಿ. Beat ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಒಂದು beat ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್ ಹತ್ತದಾಗ ನಿಮಗೆ beats ಸ್ಲೋ ಅದಾವು, beats ಭಾಳ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅದಾವು, ಸ್ಲೋ ಅದಾವು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವ್ಯಾನಿಂಗ್. ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏರುವುದು, ವ್ಯಾನಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಳಿಯುವುದು. So waxing and waning or periodic rise or fall in the intensity of sound. In the intensity of sound, since intensity of sound ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತಾರ, ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆದ್ರೆ ವ್ಯಾನಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತಾರ. Rise and fall, it is called what? It is okay. It is called beat. Beat frequency ಏನು ಬರ್ತದೆ ರೀ? FB is equal to N1 dash n2. The time interval between two consecutive waxing and waning is called beat period. The number of beats per second is called beat frequency. Or n1. Uses of beats ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಎದಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಬೀಟ್ಸು? ಟ್ಯೂನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕಲ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೂಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಟು ಡಿಟರ್ಮೈನ್ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ಆಫ್ ಅನ್ನೋನ್ ಟ್ಯೂನಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ಡಿಟೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಹಾರ್ಮೋನ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸಸ್ ಇನ್ ಮೈನ್ಸ್, ಇಮಿಟೇಟ್ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ವಾಯ್ಸ್. ಇಷ್ಟದಾವ, ಇದನ್ನ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಟು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ದ ಕ್ವಶನೇರ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ರೀಡಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್. ಈಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ನೀವು, ಇದು ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಸ್ಲೈಡ್ಸ್ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಓಕೆ, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರೀಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯುವರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡೂ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಥಿಯರಿ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಟ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಾನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರುವಂಥ ಪೇಪರ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಟೈಪ್ ಪೇಪರ್ಸ್ ಇದಾವೆ. ಒಂದು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಥಿಯರಿ ಐತಿ, ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಥಿಯರಿ ಓದ್ರಿ. ದೆನ್ ಕ್ವಶನೇರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೆ, ಕ್ವಶನೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಡೂ ಇಸ್ ಸಮ್ ಮೋರ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಗಿವ್ PDF, ಅದನ್ನು ನೀವು ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. So if you work in these 4 phases and then lastly go for what the final is, you have to go for the question paper. What are the questions they are asked? I mean, little questions now note wave motion mostly 18-19 ge ಜಾಸ್ತಿ questions ಕಾಣ್ತಾವ. Up to 17 then you have a old pattern, so you may have questions which you don't understand because it's out of syllabus. 18 ಲಿಂದ ಏನು ಬಂದದ ಅದು ನಿಮ್ಮ syllabus, so you can work on that. Now next I will send you the questionnaire. You can do that. Another questionnaire I will send, and then problems I will solve on this. So this covers our 4 chapters, which is around 60% plus. Then I will do rest of the things later on. Limits ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಲಿಮಿಟ್ಸ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, ಇದನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. ನಾಳೆನು ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಫಾಲೋಡ್ ಅಪ್. ಒಂದು ರಿವಿಷನ್ ಟ್ರಿಗ್ನೋಮೆಟ್ರಿ ವಿಡಿಯೋಸ್ ಬರಾಕತ್ತವ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡಿಸಿ M1 ಒಂದು ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ನಾಳೆ ನಾಡ್ದು M1 ಮುಗಿತೈತೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ M2 ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Analytical geometry, differentiation, integration. First I will start differentiation, integration, then I will do analytical geometry. Okay, God bless you. Okay, take care.